Okay, after a very long time of waiting, we finally got a new camera upgrade. I think it's this one. So we'll open this real quick. I'm very excited because I haven't seen a single unboxing video. This just came out yesterday. So it's nice to have a brand new camera, and it's made by Sony as well. Okay, so very plain packaging, but that's the device there. It's the Sony ZV-e10 Mark II. We're gonna see, hopefully it's worth it. I know there's probably little improvements between the first and second gen. We're gonna find out right now. We also have this dual camera battery system. So I previously bought just the charger itself and it didn't come with batteries. So this time we bought the batteries with it, which is very confusing that they didn't specify that in the listing directly. Like these batteries are not included. So, you know, you have to spend $100 for this kit for extra batteries, which is good because these are the bigger batteries. So this one, it charges faster supposedly than the regular way to charge the camera. So I'm kind of excited on this. This is what this looks like. It's kind of like a travel case, but it's also good because before I had my battery station, it started giving out after 3-4 years of having it. I've had that camera for a long time, so it's definitely much needed to have an upgrade. Okay, I'm gonna get into that later because I'm just too excited about the camera. Let's go ahead and check this out. So I was gonna do an overhead view, but I'm too pumped to see this camera right now. So you got the limited warranty, protection plan, some more instructions and stuff like that. Right here is the camera. So you have a strap this time, which is nice because it is a bigger body. We have, I don't know what this is. It's just in paper, which is weird. Probably a wind muff? Yeah, it's a windscreen. That's good. We also have the battery, which is way bigger. Wow, this is a big battery. Before it was like two times smaller than this, I would say. So the NP-FZ-100, it should last over 2 hours, I'm assuming. And the camera itself, it's not that heavy, which is good. That's basically everything it comes with. It doesn't come with a charger for the battery, so good thing I got this. It doesn't even come with a USB-C cable. It comes with a lot less, which is really surprising. But this is the camera. It's actually way lighter than the previous camera I had, especially with this lens. So it has a small little lens cap cover. That's the device. Very nice. It has the E-mount. Not too sure what that means or does. I'll figure this camera out. It has this little 2 straps here on the side for the little device here. So really nice. We're gonna pop in the battery. Hopefully it's charged. And the battery here is on the bottom. Yeah. All right, so let's go and turn it on for the first time. It's the flick lever, maybe. Okay, the battery is dead out of the box. Lovely. I'm gonna hope that these other ones are charged. That way I can at least turn it on, see what it's about. So this one comes with 2 of these batteries. I'm gonna see if it's the same milliamp ratage. So this one is 2400, this one is 2200. So it's a slightly bigger capacity on these third-party batteries. Is it charged? It is not charged. Oh, it is. Okay, there we go. It feels weird to have another camera. It's way lighter, way lighter. That's insane. Before my other camera was way bigger. And it feels weird that I don't have the zoom lens right here anymore. It's a little bit moved up. It's gonna be a little hard to get used to that. Let's go ahead and set this up. So let me move this. So we have the English, and this is a fully set screen reader. Let's go back on now. So you can do this little creators app. It even says the battery percentage, like 88% right there on the corner. That's really cool. So it gives you a more accurate reading on that. So let's go ahead and set this up real quick. But first let's go over an overview for the body. So this comes with the lens pre-attached, and it's a 16-50. It has an on and off switch this time with a zoom right there, a shutter button right here, specifically for photos, a dedicated record button. It has this little scroll wheel, which I'm not too sure what it does yet, but we'll find out. C1, which is a custom button. You can change it between multiple stuff. Filming, shooting, different modes right here. You have that hot shoe mount, and then you have the function buttons in the infamous section here on the right side with the flip out screen. On the left side, you do have your SD card, little locking mechanism right there, and then you have your mini HDMI on the side as well as your USB-C and an aux for audio. So really cool. That's pretty much it. It has textured grip here on the side, and that's what the lens looks like. Looks pretty good. And then obviously on the bottom you do have a thread as well as your battery compartment tray. So that's pretty much everything right there. Let's go ahead and set this up on the, but this one is a wired plug-in, so you can't use it by itself. If it had a charge, like a capacity in here, that would be a little bit better, but these batteries are 2000 milliamps each. The case would have to be over 6000 milliamps, and that would only charge it once. But there we go, it is charging. All right, so it turns out I did not want to actually do it that way, so we're gonna do it this way instead. So set on camera, you can set the date and time. I think there's a bunch of places here, and it's fully touchscreen, so you can just press this instead of the arrows on the menu. You could enter the year, month, day. So right now it is 7/1/19 in the afternoon. So we're gonna have to go up to 5. All right, so we're gonna have to reattach the lens here, the lens cap, and it's gonna go ahead and process that. There is a button here on the bottom that you can actually use to take on and off the camera, but it's very nice. It's calibrating it right now. There we go. And it shows you swiping left to right, and there we go. So now we're back into the mode, and looking at it for the first time, wow. It has a macro mode, and it just looks beautiful. Very smooth footage. So you can have intelligent auto, manual exposure, shutter priority, aperture, program auto. I have no idea what this button does here, but it feels very satisfying. You have the little focus right there. Movie recording starts with movie shoot button. Still images required is invalid in this mode. So you can't take pictures at all in the video mode. If you switch it here, you're into photo mode now. And then you can start taking photos. To zoom, obviously you have it at the top. And it's very smooth. Like, you don't hear the zooming. And it gets really far in the zoom. Just on this lens. And I could show you here. So you can see all that detail from way back here. That is a really good camera. And that's just viewing it off of this. The footage is really, really good. So it has a new microphone capsule 3, and it's AI integrated. I don't know what S and Q means, but I'm assuming it's probably both. I don't know. So we will go to, this is record intelligent auto. So automatically identifies the scene. And here you can just kind of do whatever you need to. So you can recognize an animal, a bird, or a human. It'll automatically change that. You have a wide angles or a telephoto zoom. And then the new menu system, which is going to be a little bit hard to get used to. It's a lot more simplified though. So you have the raw file type, and the menu button, which is looks like it moved, I believe. Because before I think it was down here and this was up here. Before this was up here and the menu was down there, I believe. So it's a little bit hard to get used to for sure, but it's fine. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you can get into. You can have the scroll wheel function, autofocus, manual focus, and you can change the speed on that. Exposure, I'm gonna have to go through all the settings, but out of the box, it looks really good. Looks like we're shooting in XA VCS HD. This is all of the modes available. That's just regular HD. We do have 4K as well at 30 frames or 60 frames. 120 FPS as well. I'm gonna see what that looks like. You even have auto noise reduction as well. And the bit rate, 10-bit, is available on here as well. Auto white balance is on intelligent auto, so it doesn't really matter for that. So it's good that this is fully pretty much auto for the people that don't really know how to do cameras as much. There we go. Now we're shooting at 4K, 60 FPS. Very good. Detail on this is nice. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this camera for sure. This is gonna be nice. And it's a nice wide angle. This is perfect. So far I'm happy with it. We're gonna go and charge the batteries. We're gonna show you overall view. But right now I'm extremely satisfied with this camera. All right, we're using the Sony ZV-e10 Mark II for the first time on intelligent auto mode with the microphone that's built in. We have a fan running in the background to see what it sounds like. It's at 4K 60 FPS, and it's on the regular. I don't think it has steady shot available on right now. We will turn on this wind muff thing. There we go, just to see what that sounds like as well. Right now, the settings are pretty optimal. You can, I believe, change the microphone. Yeah, you can. All directions, rear, so it's going to be behind. And then we have the front, so you can hear me a lot better than the fan. Hopefully that's what it means, so good for vlogging. And if you have it in all directions, obviously it doesn't matter. Let's do rear, so in the back of the camera, so if I were talking to you guys directly, this is how it would sound and look like. I I can zoom in really quickly, which is nice. I like the way that this microphone is. Hopefully, we'll find out. But we are recording at 4K, sorry. But it also has a better mode as well. Alright, so this is what the vlogging looks like if you were to do vlogging. I love this camera so much. So as you can see, I'm using active steady shot, and like my previous camera, the Sony ZV-1, it'll crop it in a lot more, even if you're not using steady shot. So I tended to not use it at all, and I even had a wide angle lens when it came to that, and it still was cropping in so much that it was annoying. The battery life on this is actually surprising because I was able to go on multiple shoots outside, indoors for hours, and it wasn't even dead, which is really rare because on my other version, the Sony ZV-1, that camera would die within less than an hour, and I would have to switch out batteries. I would always have to bring batteries outside with me because of the projects that I would do. It would always die. The middle of the video, and I wouldn't be able to capture anything. It would die just all the time, so it was not very pleasant. So right now we are in the microphone all direction proximity, so that means if I turn it around here, you guys will be able to hear me still a lot good. I'm still trying to get better at low lighting because right now we are just in intelligent auto. I think we are. I'm pretty sure we are. I'm pretty sure we're in auto. But if we're not, we'll change it up anyways. What do you guys think about carpet on carpet? Do you think it's tacky? Because I have carpet on carpet. I think it looks better than before. It's definitely good for when I work out because I do work out right here, but let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Tacky or not. Also, we did get this new Deadpool bucket. If you guys watched Deadpool, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Personally, I have that main intro song stuck in my head, and I will be decorating my room with movie posters. So my sister got me the Deadpool Wolverine poster here, and I'm gonna get some movie frame poster framing thingies, and we're gonna put it actually right here. So we're gonna take out the vinyl, maybe move these, and put just movie posters along the wall. I might move this. I'm debating. I might move this and flip it the other way, or maybe just not have it at all. I don't know yet, but I definitely want 3 movie posters right here on the wall. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice little decorated room. But yeah, I'm on active steady shot right now, which might be helpful, especially on headshots. This is a very wide angle lens, which I really appreciate. This is exactly what I wanted. The battery life is good. It is definitely worth the increase, about $400 in my opinion, because it has interchangeable lenses. It's mirrorless. It has a bigger frame. It has a bigger battery. It's obviously slight improvements, but it adds up to that price. Similar to like iPhones, you know, they have small increments, but it adds up to like $100 more every year, which we're okay with and we still buy. So in my opinion, I definitely needed this upgrade. It's 10-bit, which is very helpful when it comes to just color and color grading and professional work. When I do professional work, I don't do it all the time on YouTube, but when I do contract work, I do a lot of editing when it comes to color, video, and all that. So this camera definitely will pay itself and more. So I was about to say thank you, Sony, but you didn't give it to me. This camera, honestly, if you guys have the budget, I would get it. Maybe get the first gen if you don't want to spend too much. But if you're already doing YouTube and you're making money off of YouTube, just go for the big one. You know, you'll be good for another 3-4 years. I had my previous Sony ZV-1 for 4 years. Almost 5. Yeah, almost 5. It'll be 5 in March. But I've had that camera for almost 5 years. It was definitely a must-have to get a needed upgrade. Much needed upgrade, I would say. Especially since it's a bigger body, bigger battery, and just better. Oh, one thing is that this will eat up your storage. I would say about a 10-minute video was 50 gigs. So definitely have a bigger SD card. I have a 512 gigabyte SD card, and I ate up about 200 gigs in about an hour worth of footage roughly, which is crazy. So, you know, this is going to be really expensive when it comes to storage. You might have to have bigger SD cards, but in my opinion, it's well worth it. Especially these batteries that I showcased a little earlier on the unboxing. I like these batteries so much. It charges insanely quickly. I want to say it charged 1% every minute or so, and then when it came to about 50 to 80%, it started charging a little slower, but it still got it done within 2 hours. Fully charged both of them in 2 hours. Before, my Sony ZV-1 battery took like 4 or 5 hours to charge, and they're smaller than that. Just crazy. So Sony, you're doing a really good job when it comes to the battery optimization, especially on this camera, especially for it being good. But the only complaint that I have on this camera is it gets extremely hot. I haven't had any shutdown issues when it came to anything because I have been recording outside in 100-degree weather, recording inside in 90-degree weather in here because it's usually about 90 degrees in my room. I've been recording nonstop and I have not had any issues when it comes to overheating, but it does get really hot. The SD card, whenever I take it out, is burning hot, and the battery also is sometimes pretty hot. So that's the only issue. You might have to get a fan, but other than that, it's pretty much good to go. Also, I love the zooming on this. You might not be able to tell right now, but it has this little zoom that doesn't lose any quality whenever you do zoom, for pictures as well as video. So you can see here that we're not losing any quality when it comes to the zoom, and that's how zoomed out it could get. So no matter what, you can have some really good shots. And this is a 50 millimeter lens, 16 to 50 millimeter, which I definitely recommend to get the kit just because it's just better. You could get better zoom lenses in the future, but in my opinion, this is great. Thank you for watching.